Welcome back to more State of the USMNT. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, guys. Today's video is not going to be incorporating, we're not going to be incorporating talking about any transfer news, any USMNT players news, nothing like that. Today we're going to be breaking down the depth that the USMNT has. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be putting together a team, a starting 11 side that is all going to be under the age of 19. Well, actually it's going to be 19 and under. So I'm putting together a U19 USMNT starting 11 for you guys here right now on this video on this channel. Now, a lot of you guys might think, oh, well, this team's probably going to stink because, well, Pulisic's not there, Serginho Dest, all them aren't incorporated, right? Well, no, that's not the case, guys. When I say this team has depth, when I say the USMNT has depth, they have tons of depth. And this starting 11, this 19 and under starting 11 is going to show you exactly what the US is looking forward to in the next upcoming years. We're going to be taking a look at the players that are waiting in the wings, these young bucks that are ready to be let loose, that are ready to take their spot at the USMNT if nobody else ahead of them is willing to take it. These players are damn talented, trust me. And you're going to find out when I read the starting 11. Because when I was putting it together, man, I was surprised. I was like, wait a minute, this kid is this age? And he's this good already? He's here? I didn't know that. Well, I did, but it still surprised me. So yes, you should definitely be surprised today. And obviously, we know what type of players, the type of caliber of players we have in the senior side. Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Anthony Robinson, to name a few. Those players are great. Now, since this team is going to be under 19, obviously there's going to be some players that you might not know. There are some players that you're definitely going to be familiar with, and they'll probably surprise you that they're this young because they're this well known already. But there are also going to be players that just missed the cut, guys. Just missed the cut by a couple months, a couple days, maybe a year. And in those players that missed the cut to be included into this starting 11 are Serginho Dest, Matthew Hoppe, Conrad De La Fuente, Brandon Aronson, and Brian Reynolds. Now, those players are only 20. Can you imagine if those players were actually part of the U19 roster we were putting together? And in my opinion, there's enough players here that are 20 years old or talented enough to even make a video. Maybe next video will probably be players that are 20 years old starting 11 for the USMNT. I don't know, but today is going to be 19 and under. So yeah, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with the goalkeeper here. I'm going to go with Chituro Odunze. Now, a lot of people probably don't know who he is, but he is a goalkeeper that currently plays his ball for Leicester City. Doesn't start, but I think he's a backup or plays in their youth system. This guy is a towering goalkeeper standing at 6 feet 7 inches. That guy is a giant. And he's only 19 years old. So yeah, the kid probably is still damn growing. And when it's all said and done, he'll probably be 6'11". Who knows? But for now, this is the only goalkeeper that meets the threshold, that age category. And he's playing at Leicester City, getting some of the best coaching in the world, some of the best coaching in Europe. So I think this is a pretty good damn place to start. A pretty good damn goalkeeper that could protect those 3 bars for us in the upcoming future. He's big and imposing, towering. So yeah, makes himself look big, and obviously makes the goal look small. So we're going with Chituro Odunze from Leicester City, the 18-year-old goalkeeper. Our left back, a lot of you are probably familiar with him. He was just recently incorporated in this World Cup qualifier window by Greg Berhalter. He plays his ball at Atlanta United. He is a left back, and he is, in my opinion, a very, very versatile, athletic, technical left back. Speedy, to say the least. I'm talking about George Bello. Kid is 19 years old, balling out for Atlanta. In my opinion, this kid's probably going to go to Europe maybe in January, or if not, the following transfer window. But this kid is definitely talented. He's good. He's fantastic. I really like George Bello. He's fast. He's technical. He can whip in some nice centers. Overall, a solid prospect, and is 19 years old, guys. 19 years old this kid is. So we have tons of years left with him. The nod here is George Bello at left back. Center back 1 here. Now, this guy could either play right back or can definitely play that center back position. Was in Bayern recently. He was trying out there. Actually, I think was on a loan from FC Dallas. Bayern was interested in keeping him, but something happened where it just kind of fell through. And now there's rumors that he might go to Bayern again in the next upcoming window, something like that. I'm talking about Justin Che, who plays his ball for FC Dallas. Kid is only 17 years old, but the kid is a dual knack, can opt to play for, I think, Russia, Germany, and the States. So this kid is obviously not cemented in as a possible future prospect for us, but does play for FC Dallas, plays in the States, and in my opinion, I think that he's probably leaning towards us. Very athletic, very tall, very lean, physical, has good ball distribution, is very physical at the point of defending, loves to go forward, loves to attack. Obviously, you know, that right back position that he used to play, and I think he still plays it for FC Dallas, but I think he's more of a center back. Can you imagine taking those skills that you obviously learned at that right back position, those technical abilities, and you kind of just bring him over to the center back position? In my opinion, he'd be solid. Fast, speedy, technical center back for us. He's great, and he's only 17, guys. So he's still growing. He's still a big time prospect, and he's going to develop in the future. Overall, Justin Che, in my opinion, is center back 1 here for us. Now, this center back 2 position here, keep in mind, guys, I really didn't have another prospect, and this prospect that I did plug in here is technically a left back, is more better off being a left back, starting at the left back position than at the center back. But since I didn't have a center back 2, and this guy is capable of playing that center back position, I plugged him in here. Currently played his ball at Wolfsburg. Right now, he's a free agent, but in my opinion, he's too damn talented to be a free agent for a long time or in the near future. I think he'll definitely find a club, whether it's in Europe or in the MLS. I'm talking about Kobe Hernandez Foster here. The guy is very good. Technical, loves to go forward, loves to attack, sends in some nice through balls, some nice deep through balls, so strikers, midfielders can definitely send those in. And in my opinion, I think he's okay. He's pretty good. I wouldn't start him at center back 2. He is 5'8". He is pretty small, but he does remind me a lot of Marcelo at that left back position. If he could find a club and kind of develop someone that definitely, you know, believes in him, I think he could turn into a solid prospect for us at that left back. But for now, I'm going to put Kobe Hernandez Foster, the 5'8" left back, at center back. I know I shouldn't be putting players out of the position, but I'm gonna have to copy Berhalter on this one, guys. And if you do know of a center back that could possibly fit the bill, you know, is under 19 or at 19 and looking pretty damn good, whether it's MLS or abroad, let me know. Plug them in the comment section. I really want to know about this player, who you have in mind. I kind of want to, I definitely look forward to, you know, scouting those players. So yeah, let me know. At the right back position, I'm going with the player that currently plays his ball at Borussia Mönchengladbach. That probably gave it away. You probably already know who I'm talking about. He's a right back, can play left back, is 18, recently moved to Borussia Mönchengladbach from New York City FC, I believe. I'm talking about Joe Scully, who's only 18 years old, guys. Now, if you're not really familiar with Joe Scully, go onto YouTube, type in Bayern Munich versus Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-1, and you're going to see how this 18-year-old kid basically eliminated, blanketed, pocketed Leroy Sané all night, flustered Leroy Sané, a player that, in my opinion, is one of the best wingers out there, one of the best wingers in the world. And this 18-year-old came in there and just shut him down. And that was only one game. I do not want to overhype Joe Scully here, but the kid does look like he has all the physical traits, physical attributes, and skills to be a solid left back, right back, whatever it is at the Bundesliga, and maybe even at the USMNT level. So for now, Joe Scully is our right back. Now at the center defensive mid, guys, I'm going to plug in Gianluca Busio because, well, Gianluca Busio could play that center attacking mid for us or center mid, but you're going to see the options we have at center mid and center attacking mid in a bit. But for now, Gianluca Busio is playing center defensive mid for us. This kid is 19 years old, barely made that threshold, so he does qualify. Just recently made a move from Sporting Kansas City to Venezia and just recently started, I believe, versus Empoli. He looked good. He looked solid. And in my opinion, I like this kid a lot. I truly like this kid a lot. Can do the dirty work defensively, but also immediately when he receives the ball from his defenders, he can transition into offense and get your offense going. He's a motor. He could be an engine for Venezia, in my opinion, even an engine for the USMNT. If, God forbid, a Tyler Adams goes down, this guy needs to step in. He could probably step in nicely. Busio is our center defensive mid. This kid is too damn talented to leave off the list. And he's starting, he's playing, he's garnering attention at Venezia. So, hey, he's garnered my attention from that and for that. Center mid is going to be a dual nat player that could have played for England, but chose to play for the USMNT. Chose to represent the USA. I am talking about 18-year-old Yunus Musa, who currently plays his ball for Valencia. This kid is pretty damn good, guys. He's very young, still developing, like I said. Like every kid on this list, on this starting 11, on this roster that I'm naming, they're still developing. Offensively offers a lot, can definitely go ahead and attack, can beat you 1v1, and is very fast, very strong on the ball. Defensively the same, very strong on the ball. I think it's the fact that he's just very small and compact and tight, kind of like a unit. He can definitely, you know, revolve around, kind of just guard the ball from any defender with ease. Kind of like an N'Golo Kante, in my opinion. He just recently played this weekend where he took the ball from Valencia's side of the field to the opposing side of the field and beat like 3 defenders physically. Like, not with speed, but with physicality. 3-4 defenders beat him on the play and still found a way to send in a nice center. So yeah, this kid is definitely the real deal, and I'm glad he chose to play for the USMNT. So I'm going to plug him at the center mid role here. Yunus Musa, yeah, he's pretty damn good. Now this next player actually starts for us at the senior side, at the senior team, the USMNT senior team, guys. This player, I've been saying it time after time that I want Berhalter, Triple G, to plug him in a more of a creative offensive role in the midfield, but he just doesn't. He doesn't listen, and I guess that's just the way he is, Triple G. But I'm going to be plugging him in on my starting 11, guys. I'm going to be plugging this creative, talented, world-class teenager, wonder kid, whatever you want to call him, into my center attacking mid role here for my starting 11. I'm talking about Giovanni Reyna, who currently plays his ball for Borussia Dortmund and is 18 years old. The kid's already starting for the USMNT. The kid's already garnering minutes for the senior side. Is definitely a go-to for Berhalter already. And he's only 18, guys. There's no other player here on this list, on this starting 11, that can compete or even come close to his skill set or his ability to create. Maybe a couple players, but not a lot. This kid can receive the ball, create something from nothing, can score from anywhere, do whatever he wants with the ball because he's that good and technical and talented. And that's why he plays for one of the best teams in Europe, Borussia Dortmund, and one of the best leagues in Europe, the Bundesliga. And this kid isn't just starting, he's going to be our captain. I'm officially naming Gio Reyna our captain for this starting 11, guys. At the left wing, I'm going with Cade, Cowell. Is 17 years old, plays his ball for San Jose. There was rumors that Barcelona, some other European teams were interested in this kid. Nothing's set in stone, nothing's happened yet, but the kid is definitely one talented player, one talented homegrown prospect for us that currently plays his ball in the MLS. I believe he could play center forward as well, or I think that's his starting position, his natural position, but I'm playing him at the left wing because there's a striker we have here coming out of Dallas. You know who I'm talking about. We'll get into him. But yes, that Dallas striker, he's something special. Now, Cade Cowell doesn't play a lot. He's very young, 17, and he is also a dual nat, guys. Keep in mind, Cade Cowell could opt to play for the US or Mexico. But I'm hoping and I'm praying he leans towards the USMNT, and I think he will. Haven't seen much from him, but the times I've seen him and the highlights I've seen, have left me speechless and have left me scratching my head wondering if he's really 17 or maybe this guy's just lying to everybody. But the kid is built like a linebacker, is physical, is fast, can definitely take you on 1v1 and beat you with skill or beat you with physicality. I can't wait till he's 2021 to see what type of player he's already become or to see what type of specimen he's going to be, because this kid is pretty damn good. This kid is talented. So I'm going to start him at the left wing. Now, this player that we're going to be talking about here at the right wing position is more of a natural center attacking mid role, but since I have Gio Reyna there's no way I'm removing Gio Reyna from there, right? So Caden Clark here, the player that just made the move to RB Leipzig or was bought by RB Leipzig and is still, I think, currently playing in the MLS with New York Red Bulls or something like that. I guess they bought him, RB Leipzig bought him and allowed him to go on a loan here with New York Red Bulls. So that's kind of cool. But yes, this kid is a real deal, guys. He was bought by RB Leipzig at the age of 18. Only 18 years old and already made the move to Europe. We got to see what he does there, how he pans out in Europe, what he looks like when he plays for RB Leipzig. But for now, he's looking like the real deal here at the MLS. And for now, we're plugging him at the left wing position because he's too damn talented to leave off of this list or not even incorporating him in the starting 11, guys. You know what type of talent he is. And Caden Clark definitely got the nod here. Now, our last position, guys, in my opinion, is the most important because, well, one of the most important because obviously this is the guy that scores the goals. And it just so happens that we're lucky. We're damn lucky. We have a player playing for FC Dallas that currently has 13 or 12 goals. I believe it's 12 goals, 3 assists in the past 22 matches, 21 matches. I'm talking about Ricardo Pepi, guys. The 18-year-old prodigy. Yes, I'm calling him prodigy. Coming out of El Paso, Texas. In my opinion, is the best striker in the MLS right now. I don't care if he's 18. I'm not overhyping this kid. This kid was called up by Berhalter. Came in for Berhalter versus Honduras. Started, made his debut against Honduras and scored and had 2 assists. What that tells me is that this kid doesn't care who he plays up against. This kid, he's going to go in there, he's going to score. Doesn't matter if it's against MLS competition, doesn't matter if it's against CONCACAF competition in the World Cup qualifiers. He's going to go up there, he's going to suit up and he's going to score. He's going to find a way, and that's exactly what he is. He's a finisher, he's a natural poacher, and he's clinical. And he's only 18. Yeah. It's mind-boggling. And not only that, this kid already has interest from Europe. This kid's special, man. And if you don't know who he is, You should definitely take note who he is and look him up. Look up some highlights. He's that damn good. In my opinion, I said it in my previous video, I think he reminds me of a Jared Borghetti, but also reminds me a lot of Raul Jimenez in the way he's just so fast at finishing, receives the ball and immediately just wants to kick it into the net and has great placement. He's so clinical, so accurate. It's mind-boggling the fact that this 18-year-old can have such composure, and it's special. But yes, Ricardo, Daniel, Pepi is going to be our talisman going forward, and he is our player that closes off this 19 and under starting 11, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. I'm just going to reiterate the roster here, the starting 11. It's crazy how much talent we have. It's crazy how much prospects we have, guys. It's amazing. And I'm reading the list here. Goalkeepers, Chatura Odunze. Left back, George Bello. Center back 1 is Justin Chase. Center back 2 is Kobe Hernandez Foster. And right back is going to be Joe Scully. Center defensive mid is going to be Gianluca Busio. Center mid is going to be Yunus Musa. And center attacking mid is going to be Giovanni Reyna. Left wing, Cade Cowell. Striker, Pepi. And right wing, Caden Clark. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I missed a couple players, missed some players out there that are noticeably known that I probably didn't incorporate in this video, or maybe I hit them all in the head. But if I did miss anybody that you know that falls under the category of being 19 and under and is pretty damn good, pretty damn talented, and currently can represent the USMNT, put them in the comment section so I can scout those players and break them down. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed it, hit the comment section, let me know, hit that like button, go to subscribe if you haven't already, share, follow us on our socials because we do talk to our followers there. We do chat with you guys, you know, we do all that. So yeah, do all that for me and take it easy until the next one.